Welcome to the Action Playbook. I'm Jason Fox.
And I'm Coach Robin.
And we're helping leaders take action in life and business. And episode 30. We're back. 30 episodes. What a ride it's been. But
I'm actually going to call this one the World Cup final episode because so South Africa have just won the 2023 World Cup and New Zealand failed.
Okay. Well, the episode's called Failing Your Way to Success, so they must have had a lot of failure along the way.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. There's a silver lining in every cloud.
Yep. Pay off the right judge and you're away. Judge, ref. Judge Judy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Wayne Barnes is really happy that he managed to take that home for England.
He is definitely not getting any free beers in New Zealand, that's for sure.
No. But anyway, we're here to talk about important stuff, not that rubbish. Failing your way to success. What do you think it means to fail your way to success?
Oh, mate, I know it. I know it so well. I mean, I had this business, this IT business that grew into a fairly large business. But before that, mate, I had a spectacular failure. Like, I had put every single cent into a business that failed to the point where the bank was just about to come and take my house away. That was a stressful time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But looking back, I can honestly say that I wouldn't have had the success I did in my businesses after that had I not gone through that.
Is it because maybe you think you actually learnt from your failure?
Well, that is the key. Right. So do you know that there's a clear difference between failure and making mistakes?
I do. Should we talk about that?
Yeah, go for it.
So to fail, if I fail at something today and I learn from it, I can move forward and I can grow. But if I fail today and then tomorrow I do the same thing and the next day I do the same thing, those are mistakes. And in continuing that, I'm not growing, my business is not getting better. Nothing actually improves if you do not learn from that first initial failure. Or maybe a second or third, but hey, time to do something about it if it's repeating itself.
100%. And I think that's, there's this philosophy of fail but fail fast. I don't know if you've ever heard that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's all about the learning journey, right? It's okay to fail. Listen up, everyone. It's okay to fail because that is how we learn. No pole vaulter has ever grabbed a pole, gone into the Olympics, done his first jump and broke a world record, right?
Yeah.
You break a few poles along the way. And so I used to call that school fees, So when you fail, you pay the school fees, but then you learn the lesson. If you don't learn the lesson and you're paying the school fees, well, that's what my parents did when I went to school.
Yeah, I was about the same in school. But anyway, yeah, cheers, guys. Pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Government paid for that. I'm just paying it back in taxes now. But yeah, look, and the one that everyone knows is Michael Jordan, right? Most winningest basketball player of all time. But if you look at all the jump shots that he missed and all the other things, you only fail when you give up, ultimately, right?
Right.
Like your failure is, okay, I'm done. I'm hanging up my hat.
Yeah.
But failing without mistakes is what leads to growth. So how do you do that? Big companies like Amazon actually have entire businesses and strategies around failing daily. And by failing daily, it's I think the one that people really understand is marketing, right? Because it gets talked about in quite a lot of detail at the moment is A/B testing. Well, let's put 2 ads up and the one that's going better will do more of that. Well, one's failing. So why'd that fail? Let's try and change that to the next one. And then against that A/B again, something will fail. Cool, that didn't work. Refine until you've got a product that's really paying off.
Yeah, and I think one of the things, leaders have to be comfortable with failure of their team. Almost encourage it. I heard recently some businesses actually have failure parties.
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I've got so much to celebrate.
That's your superpower.
Yeah, man, I'm good at stuffing up.
But isn't that an interesting idea? I mean, imagine having a failure party in a business. Like, imagine getting together on a Friday and everyone talks about, hey, I tried this, it didn't work. Woo! woo, yay.
Yeah.
But this is what a lot of businesses, no, not a lot, that's not true. There are some businesses out there that are actually celebrating that, and they're actually encouraging people to fail in order to move forward.
Yeah, look, and all reality, I'd say those businesses are probably your Amazon, your Apple, some of the
Google.
biggest companies in the world.
Yeah.
So if they're doing it, why shouldn't we be doing it in our little businesses, We want to reprimand everyone for a stuff up. Oh, why'd you do that, you dickhead? Yeah. Nah, mate, what happened here? Okay, how do we ensure it doesn't happen? Standard operating procedure, bang. Okay, these are the steps we're going to take to ensure that doesn't happen again next week. 1% better each day within your business. Ooh, man, you can go a long way with that.
Yeah, I remember a story about Dyson. Dyson, when they created that vacuum cleaner, right? They went through something like 1,000 prototypes. That's 1,000 failures before they found the one that they were happy with to take to market.
Yeah, same with Edison with the light bulb.
And Edison with the light bulb. And every time it didn't work, they were okay with it because it just took them one step further. And I remember with Dyson in particular, they would only change one thing in a prototype, even though they might come up with 10 ideas they could implement.
Yeah.
They would only change one thing and then try it, and then change one thing and try it. So they actually went in with a strategy to fail until they get it right. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it makes so much sense, right? We go in there and go, oh, that didn't work. We'll throw it in the scrap heap and start something completely different. Where it might have been, again, that one thing might have been all it required to get that endless suction or whatever the pursuit was they were looking for. Yeah. You throw it on the pan, the whole design's changed, the chamber size has changed, whatever it may be, and you can't actually measure it. You can't measure that against each other. That's engineering 101. So how can you do that within your own business and with your own team? Mm-hmm. So you start telling your team, hey guys, it's okay to fail and let's catch up at the end of the week and we're going to celebrate the biggest failure. All of a sudden, a whole lot of weight's got to be lifted off your team's shoulders for, oh mate, am I going to get reprimanded for this? That's got to do so much for your culture.
Yeah, but just to caution again, there is a significant difference between failure and mistakes. So, we do not want to encourage mistakes, but we definitely want to encourage that growth that comes from the failure. Have you got a story of failure?
I've got a failed marriage, failed financially. I've done a number of things, mate.
But those have all led you to, your next successful. I know your relationship with Anna is incredibly strong.
Yeah.
And that came out of coming out, from that failed marriage initially, right?
Yeah, and look, and our relationship started failing. If I want to look at that, was it failing? Was I the best version of myself when I started that relationship? Was she the best version of herself? Did we know how to work together? No, there was arguments and different things, and through time learned to work together. Like I've said multiple times, we did that 3 counselling sessions very early in the piece and got an understanding of why each other feel a certain way or why we come at things from a different angle. Resolved it, moved forward, being rock solid for years after that.
Well, brilliant. So just to summarize, it's okay to fail.
Correct.
Fail, but don't make mistakes. Mm-hmm. And fail, but fail fast.
Yep.
So that you can learn and move on to the next level.
Yeah. Fail fast, learn from it, put the steps in motion to ensure that doesn't happen again. And if it does happen again, there should be some little nuance that's slightly different that you can tweak again, just like Dyson, to get yourself polished.
And encourage failure in your team. It's okay. It's a good thing to do.
Yeah. Not blind negligence, just stuff that comes along.
It's stuff that's going to push you forward. Yeah. So get out there, take some action.